Yes, yes. Hello, everybody. Your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk Network. We're getting a little feedback. 1 second here. Let me go ahead and fix this. That's why. There you go. Your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk Network coming at you. Bringing you an impromptu edition off the cuff. My freestyle reaction, top of the dome, kind of podcast when I kind of give you my reactions when I want to just go off the cuff. Like I said, freestyle, just like anything else, man. And tonight I am popping right now. I got to bring you my reaction on the Kevin Durant trade. I'm gonna give it to you nice and straight here. The Kevin Durant trade. Another team for Kevin Durant. My man is now part of the Houston freaking Rockets. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? We have man started his career with Oklahoma City, then goes to Golden State. Legacy, catapults himself by 1,000. Goes to Brooklyn because he's a sensitive little bitch and wants to win his own title. And I'd say that, Steph Curry is the dude that catapulted him to that, eliteness. Fails miserably, gets to the conference final, loses. He loses to the Bucks, actually, the year the Bucks won it. And of course, he played with Kyrie, he played with James Harden, disaster. And then he ends up with the Suns, along a superstar, young player, Devin Booker. Disaster. Nothing but first round outs. And yes, he brings a tall, let me just go ahead and look over here. He brings a tall order. And now he's with the Rockets. Anyway, shout out everybody. For everybody watching on Twitch, welcome to this channel. This is a sports channel. Making my Twitch debut, man. I have no idea what I'm doing with Twitch. I don't know how this works. There's a lot of young people. I'm too old for this. But I want to try Twitch out on my streams as well and see what's popping. I got it on the other screen over here. So if you see me look around, it's new. So, my man Jim is in the house. My boy, my man, my other half from Cigars and Sports. Houston ain't winning with Skinner. Ain't winning with Skinner or John Bone Jones. John Bone Jones, Durant couldn't win with a stacked Brooklyn team, nor Suns. The team had to, yeah, that's true. The team had you're right, Steph. It's all about Steph, man. That's the reason why he wanted to leave. With that being said, man, he's now Rocket Man is in the house, baby. Rocket Man is in the house. And they kind of give, he still has a lot of value. Still has a lot of value. And they gave up a lot for him. Let me see. Let's go. Let me go back real quick here. I got to look at my phone to get that. Let me hit my bookmarks here. But the Phoenix Suns traded Durant, a 2-time Finals MVP, for Jalen Green, hell of a player. Dylan Brooks, another great young player, free agent that they just got. All right, the number 10 pick in the 2025 draft, right here, the draft that's coming up in a few weeks. And of course, 5 second-round picks overall. Dude, that's a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot. Ever still holds the value. Rockets have a very, very young team. And I think they want that veteran. But Jalen Green was one of their best players, or the best scorer. So, I don't know, man. If I'm the Rockets, I would have stuck to it. I know the Rockets were the number 1 seed or close to the number 1 seed. Had a really, really good season. Lost in the first round. Kind of overachieved overall. The Rockets overachieved. There's no doubt about it. But, man, it's tough. It is really tough. What does this make the Rockets? I mean, what does this put the Rockets at? What does it mean for the Rockets right now? All right. What does it mean for the Rockets? Starting lineup right now. Fred VanVleet, a starting point. Amen Thompson, nice young player. Jabari Smith Jr., great young player. Aspen Sagoon, great young player. The heart and soul was definitely Jalen Green. And I know that VanVleet is a veteran now. Boy brings a lot of goods to the table. But this is a bit of a first round out loading, like my title. That's exactly what that is. That's exactly what it is. It's the first round out. Let me check. Hold on a second. Give me a second, boys. Let me go over here real quick. I just wanted to make sure that this is popping. There you go. Just, double checking the other feed. But that's where we're at. We are at the point with Kevin Durant's last hurrah. With the lineup they have and whatever they're going to be drafting, I am looking at another first round exit in the playoffs, boys and girls. I know Kevin Durant, the original unicorn. All right. I know he called, what's his name, the unicorn? Whatchamacallit? My boy from New York, Porzingis. But the real unicorn is KD. There's no other player like Kevin Durant has done. 7 feet, handle the ball, shoot the rock from 3 like he's a guard, can take it to the rack, throw it down on you. This dude was the man. He's still pretty good. He's still averaging like 25 a game. I'm going to get back to where this is. With that being said, again, it doesn't make the Rockets a better team with him than without. It just gives another first round exit in the playoffs. Now, for the Phoenix Suns, they were able to load up some cap space. They still got a lot of dead weight with Bradley Beal. My gosh, that's the guy that needed to go. But Bradley Beal has a no trade clause, so there's nothing you could do with that anchor. All right, Bradley Beal for the Suns, he's like Tony Soprano's when they put like the concrete boots on you that throw you up in the ocean. That's it. Forget about it. You're never going to see you again. That's the kind of contract they have. It's horrible. Horrible. Jalen Green, though, however, next to Devin Booker and also Dylan Brooke adding some depth to the lineup, that's going to be pretty crazy. I think that's going to be freaking cool. I think that's going to be cool. It's absolutely cool. However, doesn't make the Suns a championship contender right away either. Know what I mean? Let's be clear. Let's be clear about that. It doesn't make the Suns much better. All right? So it really doesn't make them any better. To me, the whole upside of this trade is getting younger, getting rid of a contract in Kevin Durant that's sorely needed to be getting rid of. But it kind of makes the teams even. It's kind of a flush. I think it benefits the Suns more for the future. It doesn't benefit the Rockets in the long run. It benefits the Suns more in the long run, not the Rockets. The Rockets, if they don't make a run to the playoffs, they're done. My man Jim Booker going to request a trade next if he hasn't already. And I hope the Knicks go ham on that, Jim. I hope my Knicks hit that. My Knicks is to actually, if Booker requests a trade, this is what we need to do, man. My Knicks is to jump all over that shit, dude. That's what needs to happen. Again, my man Jim from Fan of the Van podcast, baby. The other half of Cigars of Sports episode coming soon. But again, the trade in the short run, it's an even flush. It's a flush. It's flush. It's an even return to me, my eyes. Long run, for the long term, benefit the Suns 1,000% more than it does the Rockets. Long term, the Rockets set themselves back with this trade. It is what it is. Come at me. Man. So Kevin Durant, actually, hold on a second. Kevin Durant actually was actually Kay Adams caught up with Kevin Durant today. And because, he just found out on the trade, I guess, from I got the clip right here. Let me play this clip. Let me bring this up to you guys right here. So KD was approached. It was at Fanatics Fest today, and Kay Adam freaking interviewed him. And yo, she asked him the question right there and then because obviously my man, my man was this is gonna. He knew this was gonna happen. He didn't know when. Give me 1 second. Let me load the video up here. Let me load up this video. Boom. Video time. Check out Kay Adams, who caught up with Kevin Durant at Fanatics Fest earlier today.
Last one for you. A lot of heartbroken Suns fans right now. What would you like to say? That's not true. No, literally, heartbroken Suns fan. Right over there. What?
I just felt like, I mean, they wanted me to go. So it's like, I'm glad we both, they got what they wanted and I got what I wanted. So we can move on and good luck to them going forward. And I always remember my time there, but we on something else.
Now you're going to go kick Tom Brady. Last one for you.
Last one for him. This is a lot of heartbroken Suns fans. Maybe, but not the office. They just dumped a nice piece of salary. I think it's like 45 mil. Now they got money to play with also for free agency. Because Book is under long-term contract. So they got money to play with now in free agency. And adding a young man like Jalen Green and then Dylan Brooke, their debt just got exploded. Remember, the Suns lost all the debt in that lineup, in that bench, once they traded for Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal back-to-back like that. Now they got money that they could increase the debt. Jalen Green's a starter, 25 a game, easy. Dylan Brooks off the bench can score 17, 18. In the long-term watch, the Suns will be back in the NBA Finals. If the front office does it right in the free agency market coming up, free agency frenzy, baby. Can wait. Here's my other part about this, right? Let's go back to Kevin Durant's legacy, man. My man has played with 5 different teams, this one being his 5th. Kevin Durant, Oklahoma City. Kevin Durant was considered probably top 5 in the league. One of the rookies that you never saw. You never saw a player like Kevin Durant pop in the scene with his length, his height, everything he could do from a 7-footer on scene when he first got drafted. Let's go to the chat here. Oh, if Durant wanted another ring so bad, he could have went to a handful of other teams. It's true, but Houston, I don't know. Guess we got to see how he plays out on the court. But he's got injury. He does huge injury process. Like I said, it's in the long term, it doesn't benefit Houston. This killed Houston in the long term. My boy Jim, fan of the band, check out his podcast. Dope shit. So again, OKC, he took him to the NBA Finals, lost to Miami, young team, Harden, Westbrook himself being the leader. He goes to Golden State. That Golden State stint catapulted Kevin Durant at one point over LeBron James from a status and a quote-unquote best player in the league. Those few seasons with Golden State, where they won the couple of championships, catapulted Kevin Durant to be the man. At one point was even being looked at being better than LeBron James or being higher than LeBron James from the, best player in the league kind of status or point of view. In the playoffs, Kevin Durant became a legend, making LeBron James his bitch, hitting clutch shots after clutch shots in the finals. They couldn't do anything with Kevin Durant in the finals. 2-time finals MVP. It's Steph's team. And my man took over Steph's team. Again, Steph also is a kind of leader that he will go back and, give it up to his to the other players. That's he's an unselfish player. So he was unselfishly went and decided to give the lead to Kevin Durant and him be the Robin. But at that point of his career, Kevin Durant was considered top 3, top 2, one point even maybe the one in the league, number 1, over LeBron James. Or probably at one point he was getting like considered top 5 of all time. A little bit of mentions here and there with Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. That was 8 years ago, or 7 years ago, or I forget, 6 years ago. He decides to get in his feelings like he always does because he's a very sensitive little guy, and decides to, listen to the noise and takes the noise advice and say that he cannot win without Steph or the Golden State Warriors. So decides to go to Brooklyn after his Achilles tear. They made an NBA a conference finals, but it was downhill from there. Could not get over the hump in the 3 or 4 years he was in Brooklyn. I forget. It was a disaster. Kyrie, space cadet, COVID man, sitting out for COVID, did not want to play. Then gets hurt also. James Harden, James Harden, bro. You know what I mean? James Harden's never going to win a championship. He's not a championship caliber player, or his game style is not a championship caliber style of ball. But Kevin Durant had all the goods. All of a sudden, the decline of his legacy starts dipping. Get the fresh opportunity with the Suns. And I think instead of helping his legacy, he made it even worse. The Suns stint kind of like already started like downhill again. Up to this point, from being considered up to par, even Steven, with LeBron James, 6-7 years ago, and even been talked about even being a little bit better, but definitely more clutch than LeBron. 2-time MVP in the finals. Won 2 chips at Golden State out of, 2 out of 3 visits, right? If he would have stayed with Golden State, this man would have had 5 championships by now, or 4. Let's go see what's up with Brooklyn. Was an eagle-filled team. If they checked their egos, Brooklyn with Durant, Kyrie, Harden would at least a chip. Yeah, if they checked their egos, but also I think Steve Nash as the coach was a disaster. New coach also, and then the injuries, man, and then COVID hit too, and Kyrie, man, Kyrie don't fuck around, baby. A lot of talent. So the legacy of Kevin Durant stands right now as probably out of the top 5 talks of players of all time, greatest players of all time. He's probably out of the top 10 as well, just because of the downhill slide post Golden State era. That's freaking crazy. That this man, in my eyes, has fallen. His legacy has been ridiculously declining after the Golden State era. Correct me if I'm wrong. Agree to disagree, but your boy is going to give it straight at you. Again, this trade, the current moment, it's a flush. It's pretty much even. For the long term, upside goes to the Phoenix Suns. Downside goes to the Houston Rockets. You got maybe 2 years left of KD. And probably maybe he, depending on how the season goes, how far they get into the playoffs. And again, look, they can also do some noise. They can also make some noise and, make some moves in the offseason. But this hurts this team so bad in the long run, man. The Rockets this hurts the Rockets so bad. This Kevin Durant trade hurts the Rockets so bad in the long run because they're not going to win a championship this year or next year. And I don't think Durant's going to be around for 3 more years of this shit because he's probably tired of all this getting traded. He said it in the Kay Adams interview. The Suns didn't want him. Therefore, they agreed. And he's gone. It's better for them and it's better for him. Absolutely. When two parties don't want to be around each other, bounce. It's like divorce in a marriage. Just wanted to come up here, man, and give you my quick take on the Kevin Durant trade here today that exploded about a few hours ago. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, let's cap this off. We got Game 7 about to pop off here shortly. Want to give you my predictions. I got a couple of bets I want to give you. Kind of late now. You know what I mean? Let me I gotta pull up my phone here. I got a couple of bets I want to give y'all. Give me 1 second before it bounce. First of all, my prediction is OKC is going to win this. I don't want to hear that crap. The OKC is going to win this game. And I absolutely got Jalen Williams over 22 points, 22 and a half points. TJ McConnell over 9.5 points. Might be kind of late because the game just started, but that's where I'm on tonight, man. Jalen and TJ. Parlay that for a nice 2-1 return and get buck wild with it. But game 7, OKC is going to come hard at home. It's going to win this. Where we are at right now. Let me take a look at the score because I think this game just started. 18-16 with 4 minutes left at the half. And for the first time tonight in a very long time, they actually taped. They actually, not taped. Man, I'm showing my age. They actually showed the entrance of the players that they used to do back in the day, the entrance music and the players checking in. So 18-16 right now, 4.5 left in the first. OKC is up by 2. I think OKC is gonna beat the pants out of the Pacers. Holly bum, peace out. I hate that guy. Call him Dollar Store Reggie Miller. Dollar Store Reggie Miller's in the house. He ain't gonna win a championship. That's what happens. Forget about it. Forget about it. All right. Fugazi. All right. With that being said, your boy E-Man signing out. This is your boy from the Average Joe Sports Start Podcast coming at ya. Signing out, y'all. Peace.